Good afternoon from Aberdeen. Today we're going to take a trip to Tollohill Wood, which you can see behind me. Just a short hop over the river, so let's get going. Well, here we are, Tollohill Wood. So it's just on the south edge of Aberdeen. I suppose the downside of the location is that you get people here, but it's not too bad. There's a lot of evidence of quarrying having gone on in the past. Just little bits like this. So behind me is probably the main feature of the woods. This is the Prince Albert Memorial, or not memorial really, monument. It was put here just to commemorate his visit to this spot in 1859. No other reason than that. I mean, can you imagine if one of these things popped up everywhere you went? You're just going around leaving a trail of obelisks behind you. Kind of strange. It's also the highest point in the woods, so if it wasn't for the trees you'd get a very nice view, but I'll try and give you a bit of a flavour of it, or maybe I'll get the drone up in a minute so I can see over the trees. I don't know if the camera can do it, but with the naked eye you can see between the leaves, and actually you do get quite a nice view. Just at the bottom of the monument, the only other feature we've got really is this bench. It's an interesting design, using a rock as a table, and someone's tried to set fire to the whole thing. As I said, we're near the town, that's what you get. See here they've replicated the bench design. They picked a better rock for the job on this one. Unfortunately it wasn't able to stay standing up. Then who knows how long it's been there. A long time I would say, because no one even comes down this way anymore really. I was just thinking that because the woods is so small and that's not really even a walk at all, I'm going to head down to the river. And I've been west along the river from here. There's a little way you can go east as well. So I'm going to go and see if I can find that. So the problem is, because no one actually comes this way anymore, as I've already said, the path isn't really... Well, someone must do, because there is a bit of a path. It's kind of covered up with leaves, but there is a bit of one. I don't think it actually ever reaches the road though. I think I have to climb over some walls or something, if I remember rightly. We'll see in a minute, because here is the road. I think I'd be right in calling this the South Dee side road. That's what I call it anyway. And I can't remember, but I think there's a footpath. And if we just go up it a few hundred yards, we can get down to the river. Yeah, we just have to kind of climb down this wall. There's some kind of excuse for a footpath. It's like there used to be a footpath and it's been eaten by leaves. I wouldn't want to be riding a bike along there. They would literally have flattened you before they could see you. Yeah, I don't know, would you call this a footpath or not? I'm not walking in the road, so it kind of is one, I suppose. Alright, well now we're on the south bank of the River Dee, where I just simultaneously startled a pheasant and a buzzard. They both came from the same place, which is quite weird. I'd take a picture, but they're long gone. So there's a few quite cool disused buildings here on this side. I don't remember what they are. They're all quite neatly fenced in. And then on the other side we've got the modern buildings of the Robert Gordon University, which are very cool. That's up there behind us, that's Tollohill Wood. Yeah, that's because it's a river, a large river. I mean, do we need to put these signs all the way down the river? I don't know. So following the river that way eastwards didn't seem like a good plan. So I'm going back up the way I came, more or less. Look at this sign, that's funny. You're definitely not going to be walking like that. I can't say it's much fun walking along here. I feel like I'm going to get taken out by a wing mirror at any minute. Anyway, I'm going to just follow this footpath now and into the edge of town for a bit of variety instead of going back up through the woods. And then somewhere up here on the right, I think there's going to be a footpath that'll take me up. Perhaps just there where that 30-mile-an-hour sign is. And the speed camera sign. There aren't any speed cameras. Alright, the Hill Down Tree Business Centre. According to my map, a footpath emerges into the back of this car park. If that's true, no one uses it in real life. I'm going to just walk up and see. I'm not seeing any evidence that anyone ever walks here. I think I'm going to regret this. Well, it's time to look at the map. The actual footpath is supposedly over here. Oh yeah, signs of treading alright. I was watching a video recently and I can't remember the guy on it. It was like a wild camper or something like that, and he kept talking about treading here, treading there. Never heard anyone use the word in that manner before. Do you say treading? I'm just treading up the hill. Alright, and that's it really. I won't say I've covered the whole of Tollohill Wood. There's more to it than that, but not much more. Here we are back at the car park.